Hey, my people, thank you for watching the show. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button right down there and hit that notification button right there. And you'll be getting me all the time when I come on live, okay? I'll be there all the time. I'll be there no matter what. Keep watching Immtv Media, Radio and Television. Keep watching my personal show, talk show, Fritz Misodi talk show. This is the political lab for you guys, okay? Keep watching. Thank you for watching. Hey, my people, thank you for watching the show. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button right down there and hit that notification button right there. And you'll be getting me all the time when I come on live, okay? I'll be there all the time. I'll be there no matter what. Keep watching Immtv Media, Radio and Television. Keep watching my personal show, talk show, Fritz Misodi talk show. This is the political lab for you guys, okay? Keep watching. Thank you for watching.
Of the God who was, who is, and is to come. Jesus, Jesus, and in you I trust. My life is in your hands, Jesus. You are the miracle working God. You are Yahweh. 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 Alpha and Omega. You are Yahweh, Alpha and Omega.
Chris Anu here, your comrade in arms for a free and independent Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia. This is our moment to unite, irrespective of our different camps. Today is Thursday, December the 1st, in the year of our Lord, 2022. Fellow Ambazonians, events of the past few days compel me to address you today on the state of our fight for independence. Since the abduction of the Naira 10, the struggle has never before come under this level of calculated, synchronized attacks that we see today. But first of all, let me remind every Ambazonian that we cannot be naive. No, we just cannot be. The attacks directed at Chris Anu are not about nor against Chris Anu. Emmanuel Insalai, the face behind the mask, the unlicensed, unregistered foreign agent operating in the USA on behalf of La République du Cameroon, he knows that they will never get Chris Anu indicted or arrested in any matter relating to the frivolous allegations they churn out. Every one of their attacks is geared towards ultimate capitulation of a concerted effort to have our independence restored. The attacks are aimed at all of us and the generations yet unborn that we are fighting and sacrificing for today. Knowing this, therefore, it becomes incumbent upon all of us to not even imagine for a second the idea of chickening or bowing down and bowing out of our good cause. At a moment like this, our hope, our comfort, and our strength can only come from God and from concerted unity, renewed unity of purpose, and of course, unity of action too. We must not falter. We must not despair. Listen to the sound of my voice. We will have to face or confront every Egyptian and cross every Red Sea before we reach our promised land. As we fight this fight, we must develop the habit of constantly reminding ourselves that freedom is never given. It is fought for and it is taken. That is the reason that La République du Cameroon remains relentless in making sure it silences our leadership and frustrates the rest of the people till all surrender. 3 things have happened since October when I took over the leadership of this struggle that demonstrate the anguish, the desperation, and the urgency with which La République du Cameroon wants the war ended, albeit on their own terms. They wish they get rid of me sooner than later. I have no doubt I am their nightmare. And I can promise all of you that nothing is going to change. We embarked on this crusade to free homeland, very much aware that there are courts, there are prisons, and even death too. We have measured the cost and we know it is worth paying for it. If only 8 million of our people can regain freedom and independence. No amount of false allegations, raids, and searches on our homes, blackmail and defamatory surrogacy will intimidate me. No. On October 1st, when we went visiting with our brothers and sisters refugees in Calabar, Nigeria, a frantic effort by the Republic of Cameroon was initiated to get me abducted and rushed to Cameroon. A speedboat was hurried into the creeks or riverways of Calabar, waiting to rush me into La République du Cameroon. But God made it that we left. We had left the place before they started hunting for us. That plot failed. This month, precisely on November 17, I flew out of the U.S. for some meetings in Southeast Asia. Those who monitored me and sent reports out, perhaps wondering what I traveled out to do. It is my belief that they misinformed federal agents that I must have traveled to procure arms, which is why I believe on November 22nd, 4 days after I traveled, a warrant for a search to be conducted in my house was issued in the South Texas District Court. The search warrant is issued on the 22nd of November. I returned on the 26th, and a day after, that is, on the 28th of November, my home is invaded and raided in search for weapons. It was such a traumatizing experience, to say the least. The entire community was invaded with over 24 of a combined force of the police, a SWAT team, and special agents. People in the neighborhood surely must have thought I must either be some big-time drug pusher or a terrorist. But let me assure the enemy that the experience left no dent. Again, that experience left absolutely no dent on my resolve to fight and to remain steadfast for a free and independent Southern Cameroon and Amazonia. 3 of our comrades were also picked up in New York, Minnesota, and Missouri. They were indicted the same day, and as I speak to you, they remain behind bars. Even though they didn't belong to this interim government, we still consider them our comrades. We are united in one thing: the lofty idea of a free and independent Southern Cameroon, Amazonia. If we need unity, again, if we need unity, ladies and gentlemen, it is now. Now is the time. Now is the moment. We must fight for everyone who has proven dedication to fight for our independence, no matter the group they may belong to. Yesterday, they searched my house and arrested these other 3 comrades. Tomorrow, if we do nothing, it may be your turn. Those who are in the habit of making a mockery of others in trying to score cheap political points through social media surrogacy in situations like this should take note. Tomorrow, it may as well be your turn. This is no time for tomfoolery, social media conspiracy, and surrogacy, and political scores. It is time to stand up for our own. Remember the phrase, leave no one behind. Yes, leave no one behind. We must not allow those 3 comrades to their own fate. Until they are judged guilty, Ambazonians must rise up now from everywhere in the diaspora to secure their freedom by hiring the best attorneys for them. It is our responsibility. It is our duty. If we do not do so, and Emmanuel Salai, the Cameroon foreign agent, succeeds to throw them in jail, such a victory may motivate them to come after you next. And they will come after every perceived and potential threat to their one Cameroon agenda until they have succeeded to imprison all who are still standing. The other day, Cabinet here at the interim government held an emergency meeting and decided that will call for a massive unity rally and send a message to U.S. government authorities that the three comrades are not criminals, they are not terrorists, they are freedom fighters, they are liberators. The only criminal here is Emmanuel Salai, the unlicensed foreign agent operating in the USA for La République du Cameroon. On that same Tuesday, December 13, the interim government is declaring a full-day lockdown of all of Amazonia as a symbolic gesture of solidarity to our comrades. Ground Zero shall therefore be locked down on Monday, the 13th, beginning Monday the 12th and Tuesday the 13th of December respectively. The restoration forces will enforce this lockdown. Let us send a strong message to Cameroon that we are not intimidated, we are not scared, we are not perturbed, and we shall never become what they want us to be, citizens of their country. We demanded for dialogue, but they walked away from the Swiss process, and they think they can use the barrel of the gun and the foreign agencies to muzzle our resolve. We must deny them that route too, ladies and gentlemen. I am therefore appealing to all stakeholders and frontline leaders in this struggle in the diaspora, especially those with close proximity to Washington, D.C., to be present at the D.C. rally, so we can all send a unified message to the U.S. authorities of the criminal undertakings of Cameroon agent Emmanuel Salai. Fellow Amazonians, Cameroon carries out these schemes and pogroms on our people, hoping that we behave like cowards and chicken out. I like them and those who send reports to listen to the sound of my voice today. I don't take intimidation that kindly. Intimidations always stir me up to want to fight even more. And that is what I am resolved to do today. Ours is not a rebellion against the country of Cameroon. Cameroon isn't our country. Who declares war on his own people if indeed we are all Cameroonians? We are not Cameroonians. We have never been Cameroonians, and we will never be Cameroonians, not when some of us can still fight. And fight, we must fight. The war we are fighting isn't by choice. We didn't provoke it, nor did we start it. It was waged on us on November 30th, 2017 by the vegetable Paul Biya who is in Yaoundé. What we have done since then is defend ourselves from their invasion. At this time, nothing is going to stop us. If you have lost anything in the 6 years of this war, which I know many of you have, then you understand, you surely understand what I'm talking about here. How can we forget that close to 40,000 of our people have been killed in the hands of the Cameroon army? How about the 200,000 documented and undocumented driven out of their homes and living in foreign lands as refugees in and around West and Central Africa? Over 700,000 others internally displaced, and about 4,000 communities burnt down by the Cameroon government army. How can we forget about this, ladies and gentlemen? And I can't forget of the criminal barbarism that the genocidal invading army of Cameroon leaves on our people. Only yesterday, December the 30th, ladies and gentlemen, I came across this video footage of the Cameroon army torturing one of our brothers. He was picked up, stripped naked, beaten mercilessly, and then he was commanded to sit upright. While he is sitting upright, the army lighted a piece of paper and used the fire on it to begin burning the penis, the tip of the penis of this young man. And the man is helpless. I just couldn't stand the sight of it. I couldn't watch the footage past that point. And I don't know what happened to him at the end of that footage. But this is the kind of wickedness, barbarism, and inhumanity that some people want to stop us from fighting. Is it possible? Bad things happen when good people do nothing, they say. I promise you at the beginning of this regime, we must take the war into the territory, the damn territory of La République du Cameroon. And I am even more convinced and more determined we must rush to that. We must do everything, and I mean everything, to give them the kind of pain they have unleashed on our people for these 6 years. Comrades, listen to me today. This should be our common resolve. Do not say, you have given too much already. No, we will never give enough. Not as much as ground zero. The boys in the bushes are giving. Do not be intimidated by what you see and read. Chickening out is the result they want to see. But let us all disappoint them and fund this war even much more than we have done in the past 6 years. Let us disappoint La République du Cameroon. Let us hold them spellbound militarily, economically, and otherwise until they are ready for meaningful dialogue. I urge every restoration fighter on ground zero to stand up now and be counted and be determined more than ever before to take back our territory, our independence, our country. Do not think that if you lay down your guns, that they will spare you. They will not. Remember those in the DDRs, the Namberes, and so on. If La République du Cameroon didn't spare them and didn't help them, kill some of them, they will not spare you. Stand your ground, and when you go to fight, show no mercies on any invading Cameroon soldier or army. Our mission is to take back our territory from Nkambe to the Mongol. Until that mission is accomplished, we are not done yet. If Cameroon thinks it will end this war with guns, they have been reminded again and again that it isn't going to happen. It will never be possible. And they shouldn't think they will use this intimidation to get us engaged in the sham that they have organized in Canada. We will never be party to anything, any meeting that does not have the root causes of this conflict on the table. That is our resolve. Ground zero. Every man, every woman, every brother, every sister, I encourage you all to stay strong. Remain upbeat and optimistic. We will get back our country. We fight a just cause, and God is on our side. You are all witnesses to us, coming to you again and again to condemn kidnapping and ransom taking. We will continue to do so, and we believe that anybody who has indulged in any such activity should be subjected to the full weight of the law. And if that law is American law, so be it. We have faith in the American law. No one will go to jail unless the facts are fully established. And before I go, I just want to say to you, please, especially if you are on ground zero, please ignore all those trashy toilet tissue newspaper stories about some accounts uncovered of Chris Ano. Ignore them. Fabrications. I am as clean as a piece of white paper. The struggle continues. God bless you all. Long live the Federal Republic of Amazonia. Short live the war. Please let this message get into the hands of every bona fide Amazonian. Let us support the struggle. Please, we need your support to send a strong message to La République du Cameroon. They will use everything to intimidate us, but we refuse to be intimidated. Good night.
That was President Chris Ano about the upcoming rally, the upcoming rally in Washington, D.C. on the 13th of this same month of December. And it will be huge because the Biden administration have invited most of the people who, the governments, the head of states, African head of states, to come to Washington, D.C. So on the 13th, it will be like a day to show the Americans, to show the world about our plight, okay? Because La République is trying to tell the world that everything is gone back to normal, and they can just arrest our people, can jail our people, and they go free. But we have to understand that we will not tolerate that, okay? You cannot keep putting our people in jail. We have more than 5,000 of our people in jail now in Yaoundé and Boya and Bamenda and Douala, across Bafoussam. We have people all over the world. Our people who are being jailed in Cameroon and Amazonia combined make up about 5,000. So these three people that have been jailed here in America is just a continuation of their evil deeds, but we will not allow it because all the charges that level on them is illegal. There's no charges on them. It's one of the higher lawsuit that law firm that called Salah is a Salah law firm. So let's not allow that to happen to our people because the public will do everything to suppress us, to intimidate our people, to intimidate our activists, our frontline leaders. But if we allow that to happen, then they'll keep doing it. Okay? So let's just know that that's the modus operandi of La République du Cameroon. Okay? I want you to listen to the other speaker. We have a lot of people who spoke, but let me play this other one for you.
Good morning, Africa. Welcome to Daybreak Africa from the Voice of America. I am James Barty in Washington. Today is Wednesday, November 30th, and here are some of the stories we are covering. The longtime spokesperson of the self-proclaimed Republic of Amazonia says the arrest and indictment by the U.S. Justice Department of 3 U.S. citizens of Cameroon descent will not deter the separatist movement from fighting for their freedom from what he calls French Cameroon. Instead, Chris Anu, the former Secretary of State for Communication for the group, says the arrest will provoke more determination. According to Reuters, the 3 men are accused of soliciting and raising more than $350,000 for supplies, weapons, and explosives to be used against the government of Cameroon. Reuters says the 3 also planned to kidnap and hold ransom civilians in Cameroon to fund the separatist fighters of the Amazonia Restoration Forces. Spokesperson Anu tells me that federal agents also raided his home in Houston, Texas, early Monday morning and took away communication equipment, including a computer, laptop, and cell phone.
Yesterday, Monday, about 5:45 in the morning here in Houston, Texas, about a dozen Homeland Security SWAT team invaded my home, raided it, and went away with every piece of computer, cell phone, and laptop that I had in my premises.
Chris, were you served a warrant, and what did the warrant say?
I was served a warrant, and the warrant said something to the point that some equipment had been supplied to my residence, and the search needed to be done immediately before it was removed.
There is an article I have in front of me by Reuters, and it talk about the arrest of 3 U.S. citizens of Cameroonian origin, arrested and charged with raising funds for separatist fighters in the Central African country, Cameroon. Are you aware of this?
I'm aware of that. I have read it, but let me say they are not actually Cameroonian citizens per se. That report is inaccurate. They are Amazonian citizens picked up by the Justice Department and levied the allegations that you are referring to. I hope that they are going to substantiate it, because I read the story, they're talking about money laundering and other stuff. Well, we're waiting to see the evidence. That's what I can say right now.
So you know the individuals, have they been raising money for your movement?
The movement as a whole raises money. I am not aware of any particular individual raising money for the struggle.
According to the Reuters story, have been kidnapping individuals and holding them for ransom. Is your organization involved in such thing? Or first of all, comment on this.
Our organization is totally against any form of kidnapping and ransom taking, and we have been very vocal about that. And you go on the social media, YouTube, you look at our broadcast, we have condemned it again and again and again, because it does not further our cause. It only discourages people from supporting the cause. So again, the Justice Department would have to prove that these 3 young men were sponsoring kidnapping and ransom taking. But that is not to say that kidnapping and ransom taking is not going on. Of course, we know it is there, but the question is, who is doing it? That is what we hope that the Justice Department proves.
So, Chris, what do you think this indictment and the raid on your house, what do these developments mean for your movement?
It does not deter us by any means. America is a beacon of democracy, and countries have been born out of this nation. The good thing also is that America is not a banana republic like French Cameroon with their vegetable president who will pick up people and sentence them without taking them to court. That is why we are not deterred.
Chris Anu is the Secretary of State for Communication of the self-proclaimed Republic of Amazonia. He was speaking with us from the U.S. city of Houston in Texas.
Yeah, that was the interview that was conducted by the Voice of America. Okay. And as you can see, it's very, very straightforward. The president condemned any form of kidnapping, any form of ransom taking, any form of anything that will discredit or discourage the struggle. The struggle is not about putting our people in harm's way. The struggle is not about putting our people on the line of danger. It's instead the opposite. So as you heard from the president, this rally in Washington, D.C. on the 13th of December will be a rallying call for all Amazonians. Yes, the accusation and the lawsuit has been filed against our brothers, our 3 brothers. But this has happened before. This same Salah law firm is a law firm that has been hired by La Republic. Okay? You saw what they did to Tapang Ivo. You saw what they did to Mangang. You saw what they did to other our comrades. Okay? It's a targeted lawsuit. They just target some leaders to silence them. Okay? But look at the contrary. How many of our people have been killed? How many of our people have been kidnapped? Do you think that the arrest of the Naira 10, you call it arrest, but that's kidnapping? That's the first class type of kidnap. Okay? Because you go to a country and arrest people without any legal binding, any legal agreement. Go there and arrest them. Then you say that you are doing. Oh, do you want to come and file lawsuit against our people that when you yourself your hands are not clean? In law, they said he who wants law should come with clean hands. If you want justice, you should come with clean hands. You cannot dirty your right hand and trying to hold some other person with the left hand when you yourself, you are not clean. Okay? Justice doesn't work like that. You have to clean your own house, clean your own self. La Republic is still keeping our people in jail. La Republic is still killing our people. Let's not focus on these irrelevant things that they're trying to distract us. There's a big fish. There's a big thing that we have to think about. Forget about this thing that they're trying to distract us. La Republic is still killing our people. La Republic is still extracting our resources. Why do you think they are doing that? Why do you think they are declaring war on us? It's because of our resources. It's because they want to impose their system on us. Think of it. Has all those things stopped? No, they still continue to today. So if you think that you have fought this fight, that you are tired, then good for you. Good for you, but you shouldn't be tired, because if you're tired, then you're tired for your life, tired for your children, and that's how your children will live the same legacy that you left behind, because it's the same thing that we see today. It's the same thing that we see today. Listen to the president again in this other communique. There is the same in line with the march, the December 13 march in Washington, D.C.
Fellow Amazonians, Comrade Chris, I know here, your comrade in arms for a free and independent Southern Cameroon. Yesterday, I came to you with a rally call for us all to gather in Washington, D.C. on December 9 to protest the arrest and indictment of 3 of our comrades. I am coming to you today to make changes to that announcement. The interim government is organizing this rally to take place on December the 13th, no longer December 9th. That rally will take place December the 13th, not December 9th. We are planning this to coincide with the visit to DC of some La République du Cameroon officials who shall be attending the U.S.-Africa Leaders Summit organized by the USA. So we think it is very important that all of us, comrades, whether you belong to the interim government or not, this is about Ambazonia. It is 3 of our comrades today. Tomorrow it could be you. But we need to take the message to the American government that our people cannot be picked up and frivolous charges leveled against them when they are fighting for the rights and freedoms of their people. So once more, if you really care about what we are fighting for, please, and especially if you live within the axis of New York, Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Washington, D.C. Metro, and Virginia, please put aside anything you plan to do, and let us converge at the Capitol, Washington, D.C., on December the 13th at 10 a.m. Washington, D.C., December the 13th at 10 a.m. And let us all send a strong message to American leaders that just as they send weapons, raise money to supply to Ukraine to fight, Amazonia is not much different. Let us show up in our thousands, ladies and gentlemen, please. It doesn't matter whether it snows or not. Let us pay a sacrifice and pay a price for our freedoms, for our independence. We should not be perturbed or distressed, discouraged by what we see. It is a moment for us to rally and to stand up for what we want. Thank you, and please pass this message around as you get it. Let everybody get the message, and I look forward to meeting all of you, including other leaders, on December the 13th in Washington, D.C., 10 a.m. God bless you all.
Okay, that's the president reiterating the rally on the 13th of December at 10 a.m. in Washington, D.C. Okay, it will be huge. No matter what happens, no matter what Amazonian is doing, no amount of anything can stop us from supporting our own. That is how the Americans are. If they arrest American in any country in the world, the first thing America do is to fight to secure their release. They don't care whether the America does what to. They will fight way to secure his release. When he comes back to America, they will know, they will try to judge him on that basis. But first, you have to secure the release of your own. That is very important. Okay. Let me play this one.
You analyze them very well. In a time this way, some of us will die hard for this struggle, and what we believe for with President Chris Ano, that the time this for us, for rally behind him, protect him. Yes, now we time this for rally behind we leader, protect him with all our might. Any person we really want to see us to Boya. Or even we next generation for Boya, some of us might not reach there, but if I more do we part. Any person will get hard for this struggle. Please, not time this for rally behind we leader. The only leader standing right now. Yes. From this nonsense retreat where they get them for Canada, where we leader make them clear. Say the IG, they participate there. If they get all that embezzlers, the Sacco, the Marianta, all that fake people, the Federalists, if they need to talk about the form of the state, we know they participate. Now from there where he agitate France and Paul Biya, but they will fail. They will fail, my dear people. Yes, they will fail. May we always prepare with serves, get with flags. Any man. All we more pro for Washington D.C. on the 13th. We all with flags. Amazonian flag. Make any man get the flag ready. Please. Make any man get the flag ready. More protect we leader. More provide security for we leader. Because the enemy The enemy in the house is worse than the enemy out there. They sacco them. They marianta them. The embezzlers. Yes, we got to protect the one and only leader. We commit ourselves for CC Ambazonians. They reach their destination when Aboya. Please, I'm begging every single person. If you are hard there for this struggle, don't chicken out. Don't chicken out. Now we time this for stand strong behind we leader and support him. Now time this for us for make sure say firepower. It intensify for ground zero. Yes, more no chicken out. Yes, all of us get a shock yesterday where they arrested we comrades them, Lamy and so on. And then they go search with President in the house. But that shock, we don't get over. So far as we President be strong, we get for follow ye. All roads lead to Washington, D.C. on the 13th. Please get yourself ready, get your flag. All man, they like all of us, any man, whether sunshine, rain, snow, more day, with Ambazonia flag. More protect. Now time this for all of us for rise up and protect president and protect our suffering people, because we need for talk for the voiceless. The voiceless, they're on ground zero. We need for talk for our brothers in Kondenge, scattered all over La Republic. We need for talk. We need for be the mouthpiece. Yes, the advocates for Abdul Karim, Seseko Ayuketa, Seseko Tabe, whatever, Seseko na, una know my name, una know what I mean. Seseko and the rest. And all we begin them, whether they suffer, they die for prison. We cannot give up. We cannot give up, my dear people. May all man rise up. All man rise up. All man rise up. Yes, more all meet for DC on the 13th as the president talk. Any man will be the fear, they will want to intimidate we all. We've gone through the shock. The shock don't over. So far as we hear the voice of our president, we are fine. And Lamy and the rest will be fine too. No shaking, please. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. We'll get ready. All person, plan your itinerary. Put this on your calendar. The 13th, 10 o'clock. May we all be there for Washington, D.C. with all Ambazonia flag. Get your flags ready, please. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Whoever from Goketunja or Amazonia who reports a crime in the United States is called a witness. The court or jury in the U.S. may only sentence a person when it is proven beyond reasonable doubt at trial that they truly committed a crime as defined in the United States of America. The burden of proof lies with the prosecution, not the defendant. Let us wait and see how it plays out, of course, in our favor. Also, a court will not make laws. They will only interpret the laws that already exist. So before you judge any group or call any group in Amazonia a terrorist organization, you have to show us the law that was passed by the US Congress declaring that organization a terrorist organization. Those who want to rubbish the laws made by our own communities, local governments and counties, and call the authority of La République du Cameroon in our territory as the law by which we should be judged, will have to prove to us how and when we legally lost or ceded our sovereignty to La République. Let me, however, remind the wise in America and the world that it is not a crime to organize your people to self-defend when they are assaulted by in their own homes and killed by criminal colonial forces. It is not a crime. It was not a crime for Americans to have received any form of material support from anywhere and anybody to fight and win their own war of independence in 1783 or thereabout. It is not a crime today for Americans to support Ukrainians who are defending themselves against Russian invasion. It was not a crime for Americans to support South Sudan to get their independence. It was not a crime for Americans to support the ANC of Nelson Mandela to fight the white apartheid regime in South Africa. It will not also be a crime for America or Amazonian Americans to support openly their Amazonian families, to defend themselves, to give material help and even help to arm their people who are being mauled by French Cameroon thugs just for being Amazonians. For those who have found occasion in this to rejoice for the challenges of some of our freedom fighters, you have short memories. How have you suddenly forgotten the Salai attempts in 2019? Are you cowards? Are you evil traitors? Rejoicing will be short-lived. The God who created the innocent 50,000+ who have been slaughtered by La République du Cameroon thugs is also the God of justice. He will make sure you lose this fight. He will ensure you drown with the evil choice you have made against our people. You will be disappointed in your next life to see a free Amazonia. And those who are fighting this IG, fighting me, fighting to break us, just to render Amazonia powerless before a raging inferno. Those who are churning lies against fellow comrades on social media, plotting against genuine comrades in our revolution, hoping we all get discouraged and quit the struggle as they have.
The calls have come to me from home front about this so-called lawsuit, and calls have come to me from home front about La République has opened the legal door we so desperately wanted. To live in a glass house and throw stones like La République du Cameroon has done is begging for trouble on their part. We are going to take on them. If one Amazonian is touched, all Amazonians are touched. The 50,000 dead are touched. Mamia P, Baby Mother, and all refugees, IDPs are touched. This will be a needed Amazonia versus La République du Cameroon legal onslaught, not in a banana republic system like La République, but in the justice-laden U.S. system. No shake, back to sender has been triggered. Self-defense is a right. According to the UN Article 51, it is a right for every individual, for all peoples. Listen, according to the UN Trusteeship Council of 13th December 1946, according to the Green Tree Agreement, where both Nigeria and La République were asked to return to their boundaries at independence, according to the AU Constitutive Act 4B, which says boundaries at independence are inviolable, La République has invaded a foreign land and we must defend ourselves. They have no business in the British Southern Cameroons, former British Southern Cameroons, Amazonia. So, we are ready. Thank you.
Wow. You hear the voices of our great leaders, people who are very concerned about the arrest of our own. This is what we want. We want when one Ambazonian is arrested, when one Ambazonian is touched, it should feel all of us. It should feel our sorrows. Let it feel in us that one of our own is touched, because that is the spirit of Ambazonia. Ambazonia is not a country where anybody can do anything to them. That is what we're talking about. If you do something to an Amazonian, know that just like you go and scratch the honeybee hive, and you think that you go free. You touch one honey, the whole beehive will come at you. That is how it's supposed to be. That is how we have learned that from the Americans. Any way an American is, even I think the Nigerians have the same spirit. The Nigerians, they have the same spirit. Any way in Nigeria is, so far as they are out of their country, they remain very, very united. They don't care where you're coming from. They don't care whether you are from north, east, south, west. They don't care. All they care is, who is that? Hey, it's a Nigerian. Period. They are coming for you, for your rescue. That is the spirit we are talking about. And until we have that spirit, until we have that way of doing things, I mean, that is what we are talking about. Everyone should have that spirit. Okay? Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, if you have anyone that you know that has been going through torture, no ever leave it, make it, go through anything, okay? Let's listen to one of our other Comrade Sama Thomas. You all know him. He's a very powerful activist. Let's take a listen to him.
Yeah, good evening, fellow Southern Cameroon. I'm Sama Thomas. I don't just receive some message about Mancon where it be disturbing this evening. But I be this message I receive this evening about Mancon, not only being about Mancon, but it being about all the fighting, the foot soldiers on the ground. It will be for Sunday, for midnight. La Republic terrorist soldiers will enter for Alabukam for Mancon. They kill 2 civilians over there. They sweep almost the whole of that area. They go them. Is there they will even strip women naked? Like they will strip everybody naked. Whether they will find with you, I don't know what you will find them. But one thing be clear, their attitude of extortion and killing, but the business that way the occupational system get of Southern Cameroons. In their process of stripping people naked, they will remove 1 civilian for day. Where he wear AGF t-shirt. They just push them aside. Even if that fellow is been an AGF fighter, when a cash will gone, the answer is no. When a cash with any weapon, the answer is no. T-shirt na weapon, the answer is no. They go kill this young man, go from Tambeng from Mancon, throw away the cops for the cops is still from Tambeng till this moment as I talk. And somebody there for Palace from Mancon, they say it be fun for Mancon. It is see all these atrocities that are committed them every day. From Tambeng to Palace from Mancon, I shows if you far na 4 kilometers. It means that people they must see that their body like they don't see tens of thousands of their body from Mancon. They go tell that in Nebla Noam. But he never raised a finger. But the best thing way if you do them. Now invite more La Republic terrorist soldiers, occupational soldiers, see when they come the guard for a palace. They began Yapa. When die, it become when a natural thing. Why Yapa they be say no go die because say we get soldiers, we get like soldiers when they began. Where no try come for to this evening. Which way annoy me this evening? And the fact say they catch this young man wear ADF t-shirt. They kill go through a corpse from Tambon. Take him for a labukam. Go kill and throw a corpse from Tambon. Like the hotel for Batibo can't kill and throw for Mancon. Like the hotel for Mancon to kill them, go throw him for so. So that make your family not even know which way it don't happen with you. Me do not ever find which way your cops. You did. That is what La Republic is busy doing with Southern Cameroonians, and the world is showing a blind eye on it. But the advice with me again for pass some for our brothers them on the ground. Please, no risk your life for nothing because of t-shirt. If you get SCNC t-shirt for house, if you get ADF t-shirt for your house, keep that t-shirt. When a day of occasion like 1st October reach, put on that t-shirt. When you come back, move them back. Make it not be as something like an official wear where you wear them every day for the go out in town. Your life, it be more precious than an empty pride where you will lose your life. Take your security into your hands, make it be paramount. Make we leave all these souvenirs for the moment. The day of independence is coming. We go wear whatever we want for wear of Southern Cameroons. Because the Southern Cameroons will be a state of law. Whatever way you go wear them. So far, so long as no be weapon, you don't get anything for doing with the state. So the state will run after you. So you don't wear you don't go take Allah. You drum for your clothes. Whatever for the road way. It's like a Christian state. You don't move. You don't make Allah effigy. You wear the wrong. You don't get nothing for doing with the people of Southern Cameroon. So it's just a mere photo, not a weapon. So please, may we keep empty pride where it go risk with life aside, wait the day we could be liberated. Be one. Don't put yourself into harm's way for nothing. Leave them when die, you die one come. Make it come for different sources. Make we know what we're talking than for expose yourself for the devil for kill you. When it kill you with a cry, no matter how much we cry, you don't die. They even kill you, not kill you for the people they take you for them family burial. They fellow Southern Cameroonians, a good morning. Na Mr. Thomas. Today, the 1st of December 2022. I come up this early morning, for debunk this myth where La Republic don't put it out for your newspapers, so they don't uncover plenty accounts for security crease where they pay ransom day and kidnapping for security crease. I want to draw back Southern Cameroonians their attention to Theodore Ngumba about 3 years ago with Emile Bankoy story. Because Emile Bankoy's story, and Secretary Chris 3 years ago, it be also talk about 150 million. Make Southern Cameroon take note of this figure, 150 million. They be also talk say, Emi Bankoi and Larpo, they give Secretary Chris 150 million. I want to remind and refresh Southern Cameroonians their memory. When they be pick Secretary Chris or kidnap Secretary Chris's sister for Yaoundé and Secretary Chris Mami, that story it be come out say them go say inside Secretary Chris's sister in house of Yaoundé, La Republique it be see 150 million for that house. Make we not take note of this incident. 100 and this figure 150 million. While La Republique did shame the way they put out their stories, they don't know say some other figure they and who even tell La Republique say 150 million francs na money. I'm saying when La Republique go talk about uncovering Secretary Chris's account that people pays ransom there. If Regina Mundi, if he kidnap Regina Mundi, whether arrest Regina Mundi take 75 million for you, then for 50 years or may I say 6 years, as La Republique claim, Secretary Chris on kidnapping ring. It again now only 150 million francs. It therefore means that La Republique not serious. They don't know what to do them. They don't know what to write them. The unfortunate thing where it happened, I say, when La Republique put up this trash, people will check it and get in the spirit of discernment. Like one of my brother for here, Apostle Khan. They go sharp to go pick them, can put them for social media for her. The point of Southern Cameroon is to see Secretary Chris, the kidnapper, and they believe it. So if people get to believe something, now people like Apostle Khan, I don't know whether he put them now just for information's sake and for get people their opinion. Because he says up the doubt them, and if he did doubt them, why he put that story? He said not first start for debunk them. He just go pick and come put them as it be. You know, make a statement. It therefore means he believe that story. What a shame to us Southern Cameroonians. So what we can believe is what La Republique is telling us. Well, I've just come to draw Southern Cameroonians' attention on that figure, 150 million. Because what La Republique have in their arsenal about Secretary Chris has never gone above 150 million. So what is the significance of 150 million with La Republique and Secretary Chris? Southern Cameroonians should pin their finger on that amount. Sama Thomas.
Yeah, as you can hear, that was Comrade Sama Thomas again. He made some very, very important points there that I picked. If you can believe what La Republique is doing, you remember the story of Emi Bankwe and Secretary Chris and all those brought fake stories, fake news that they were bringing and talking on about it. You see, so Secretary Chris has always been a victim. Even before becoming president, he has been a victim. La Republique never wanted him to become president. Never. Even when he was the secretary, he was the mouthpiece of the Amazonian people. So it's a target that they have always wanted to try and see how they can, penetrate. But God so kind, we have a leader that is very resilient, and that is what we want. We want resilient leaders who can stand up and say enough is enough. Okay, that is what we want. We have seen a lot of leaders fall, a lot of leaders come and go, a lot of leaders do things and they fall. But if you look at what has gone through, what has happened of recent, then you understand what has happened, right? Don't believe what La Republique is saying. La Republique are criminal people. They can narrate stories, they can twist things, for propaganda purpose. That's all what they're doing. That's what they're good at. So don't buy all those innuendos. Don't buy those things because they are looking at the soft targets people who believe anything. Okay, the last thing you can do is to believe La Republic stories. Please don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. I know some people are very gullible and they can easily be swayed to fall for those kind of stories. Let's take a listen to some of our other activists and brothers who are giving their own opinion.
Hi, greetings for house. I salute everybody. Yeah, when I see Ubora talks this, so more pray for divine intervention. I just smile, laugh. Now God be general overseer for Southern Cameroonians and Ambazonian. Now God be general overseer. Yeah, I be talks for some time with you. When God go send a leader, we all go see him.
Exactly.
And I wait to way Southern Cameroonians they see him also. Una go see the change and una go see the development. Anything we una the see now, una the science and time. So make everybody just remain resolute and strong. E come when Samuel Sakobi pass, una know ye say they go do this one. Neither Marianta or the other people the way they day, bonafide Ambazonians the way they day for inside USA. Why, Mr. Chris Ano? Now because the international, they don't know Sweti. Now the bonafide change that we don't come. They know very well see power don't change hand. So why we talk Sweti? God is handy for anything that happen. God intervention day for Southern Cameroon and Ambazonia. May nobody no blame. May nobody no worry about. Whether the one kill na the numbers of fighters them. Whether the one kill na the people they day for diaspora. It no go change the freedom for homeland. Homeland don't be free in the realm of the spirit. And which we would want actualize na the physical taking. May nobody no fear. Shake no day. Mr. Chris Ano na the president. And the international body they don't see him. They know. Because when even they call for diplomacy, they know the hardliner. They know people there they stand up and they get their position still be maintained. Mona knows this so the first person where they corrupt na diplomacy. That diplomacy we na backdoor diplomacy. So when they call one-on-one, they know the hardliners them. And at time this way they don't see position for the person where they go for go do it where they want go do them. Now God the handwork there, una no fit see am. Time go come, una go see am. May president remain strong. May restoration council stand up fine. More pray for even Reverend Asong and the rest. And the war cabinet. Now the time this for change the game. Because they don't yesterday so you want come up for assign us so raise fund. We go protect your home. We go protect everything we concern ye. And they do it way. We do them for take back motherland. As long as you know commit no crime. Neither the people the way they don't send this information. Say they so they don't send their names them, all this in them. So all that in them na atalaku for inside diplomacy. Na atalaku for inside diplomacy. That intimidation no go work. That international intimidation no go work. At the talk so may the mami wata, may the occultic people the way they inside the house, may they listen. That international conspiracy, it shall not work, it will not work. Muna hear very well. God punish the devil. It no go work. Una sister way, these people then they God will be general overseer for this struggle. It don't take captive. And any side way person hides, it is sing Ambazonian song, and it do all this manipulation. God go bring una down. And the curse already there on top una hate. Muna know that one very well. The evil that men do live within them and after them. Muna be very careful.
The international conspiracy, they no go do nothing. Whether they want carry na how many people and go for courts, as long as you no violate any law. If na so, they will talk today so make Trump not stand for any election. But when I know something, the law na the law. Ambazonian go be free. Now what is this way day? Ambazonian go be free. No Ngumba house where they go, where you go change that thing. No, nowhere. Mona know very well. So that Jezebel way they in a France form, where they use Ambazonian people them. The mami watawo na carry am, it is sweat for land. Mona no so. The mami watawo na carry am, it is sweat for land. And Sunday go day where una go die, una go for una coven. Thank you, Ambazonian people. Men no man no bling. President Chris Ano de strong Eastern more.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to this house. I want for talk say cafe for all man a day. Cafe for all man day. We no go blink. With wait away they go on outside. I think say we SOS for defense. Reverend Asson don't talk. Na ye miss about the field saying at the right time this. They talk say the darkest moment of the night. After that one at daybreak. And at the darkest moment this. I want talk for we comrades the way they be indicted say make them no worry. One for all for one. I think say one comrade to the talk for years say now the real moment this where America don't soak itself with La Republic, we don't get a platform where we and they will play the game. May we all no shake no day. Now America too will imprison itself because if it support Ukraine with weapons, make the fight Russia, then we will there for US like citizens. We fit support Ambazonian way now we brothers they made the fight a terrorist nation like this one La Republic where come the fight we for land. So America now go show we any legal document where it show say will be one with Cameroon. I think say now the time this now the confidence this way we get them now. America will show that document or ESSF will talk say be the highest corrupted nation in the world. Highest mafia corrupted nation in the world. We will do there and we will talk. We no go fear them. They talk say they did play democracy. Now democracy this way truth no day. They they will imprison themselves for supplying arms to Ukraine to fight Russia. That's what it did. If the worst come to the worst, maybe we align ourselves with the Russia, maybe we all take them, go court too. We will take America, go court, International Court of Justice, how we it to the supply arms for Ukraine. Yes, if to say we will make the world a place of disorder, then make the disorder go everywhere. No man may not talk say he be big brother or he know democracy. Democracy no day again. Now forceful hold day now. So may they take time. We all will be learned too. And one talk say all man stay strong. We all will stay strong. One for all for one. Shake no day, no one day. I think say now very good opportunity this for we. And at the support say we must make a strong protest and a lockdown for lock the whole territory. I want for call for that other brothers the way they talk say the one at ground zero command so. Now they will show say the command ground zero for talk say make lockdown day. So the cricket know if he pass when we don't agree. So make we keep that differences aside. We join the one man under one IG. Because now the institution that way we don't follow them, directly or indirectly. Make we stand strong and then we face the ball by its horns. Shake no day. Lockdown way mami water. Now really mami water lockdown. Make we plan them well. At the call on the Restoration Council, we begin think about all this. We think about all this. Now they see who can people, they carry strength. Lockdown, and then we'll make this thing protest all over, because they don't show say the international community don't be compromised for kill people there because of their resources. No shake no day. When I pass this information for all man, may we all shake no day. I talk so for ground one.
Thank you, my
Long
brother.
live Ambazonia and short live the struggle.
Thank you, Alice. We have heard a lot of our brothers who have been very, very they add their voices that when one Ambazonia is being touched, it means you have touched so many Ambazonians. And that is what we are talking about. That unity should be a unity of purpose. When one Ambazonia is being touched, we should rally behind and support him, because that is how we know of patriotism. Patriotism is not about loud noises and only complain. Then you don't take any action. The only action you can take is in times of difficulty, times like this. This is when you come to we have been in so many countries where you've seen what they call patriotism. If you have a problem with someone from for example, a Korean, if a Korean come and see you are fighting with another Korean person, the Korean man will not come and support you. He will just join the fight and start fighting on the behalf of the Korean brother. That's how they are. It's only after that he will ask that brother, so what happened? How did that thing happen? But during that time of that fight, the Korean person will not come and join you to fight against his brother. No, one day. It goes with so many countries, and that is patriotism. Because when you are helping your brother fight, we have seen that in the US. In US, they don't care what their fellow compatriot did in a foreign country, right? What they do is they will come to your rescue. They will support you. They will do whatever they can. Okay? That's how the USA works. They will do all what they can to send that person back, to extradite that person back to the United States. Okay? That is what is very important. That is what is very important. Okay? Anything that is being done abroad should follow that trend of patriotism, because that is what makes a people. Okay? That is all what makes a people united. To stay in that kind of idea of being united in whatever happens to them. And Ambazonia unity has continued and will continue. Okay, let's take a listen to the Secretary of State for Self-Defense. Secretary of State for Self-Defense, our comrade Reverend Asong. Reverend Asong, take a listen.
Greetings to all Ambazonians. 21 gun salute for Ground Zero and Ground One and all in the diaspora. This one a Reverend song, and I just come for give everybody the courage, the steadfastness. Everybody should be focused. Shake no day for this matter. La Republique cannot intimidate we. So arresting any comrade gives us a platform to defend, to argue with La Republique about the genocide that has been going on for the past 6 years. The world has turned a blind eye from it. So we are thanking any enablers, La Republic agent and La Republic herself, for targeting anyone in the diaspora in a legal court, and not the kangaroo court in La Republic, because that gives a transparent, open stage in the eyes of the world and the power that be. This is an opportunity for us to debate Amazonians, to debate La Republic. And for the first time, La Republic has given us that platform. So maybe they thought that America is like La Republic, that they can just bribe somebody to lie, that somebody is doing this, that is not doing it, and then they will just come, arrest you, and then take you and lock you up. America is not like that. It's a very disciplined, law-abiding country that they believe in the human rights, they believe in the amendments, they know the right thing to do. So trying to arrest any comrade using La Republic enabler or their agents or La Republic themselves, you can list names as many as possible and paste it on social media. But America does not operate like you guys in La Republic. They don't do bribe in America. They don't. They do their due diligence and make sure your false accusations are right before they make any moves. So if you want to think that you can target any of us in the diaspora and make us to be scared or get intimidated, we are not moved. As long as you guys are continuously killing our loved ones, our brothers and sisters in Ground Zero, we are going to resist until you guys stop the killing. We are not moved by what is happening. We are not. We are not scared. We are not intimidated. We are very strong. We are focused. And I want to encourage Ground Zero, diaspora, and those in the UK, in the US, in Europe. Please don't be intimidated. Stay strong. Stay focused. We are fighting for the right of our people that have been violated, and the world has turned a blind eye on that. That is exactly what we are doing. Human right. The right to defend ourselves. The right to protect our loved ones is what we are doing. So no man born of a woman can intimidate what we are doing here. So La Republique, we thank you for extending our...
Thank you. That was the SOS for Defense, Reverend Asson. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being there. It was nice bringing you this short communique from our people. So thank you all, and see you tomorrow. I'll be coming live to the show. So thank you very much, and stay blessed, and God bless you all. Hey, my people, thank you for watching the show. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button right down there and hit that notification button right there. And you'll be getting me all the time when I come on live, okay? I'll be there all the time. I'll be there no matter what. Keep watching ID Mind Media Radio and Television. Keep watching my personal show, talk show, Fritz Misodi talk show. This is the political lab for you guys, okay? Keep watching. Thank you for watching.